My husband cheated with his yoga instructor, so I turned the tables on him. I'm Samantha, 32, and for the past 6 years, I believed I had a stable, happy marriage. My husband, Jake, was always supportive, until one day, everything changed. It started small. Jake, who never cared for fitness, suddenly became obsessed with yoga. He used to joke about it being just stretching, but now he was waking up at 5 a.m. to attend classes and talking nonstop about mindfulness and inner peace. He even bought a premium membership at an upscale yoga studio, something completely out of character for a guy who once struggled to touch his toes. Then the real red flags appeared. He started staying late at the studio after class. His phone, which he used to leave lying around, was suddenly off limits. He began dressing differently, trading his usual casual jeans for fitted athletic wear. And the biggest one? He stopped touching me. I had a gut feeling something was wrong, but every time I asked, he dismissed it. "You're being paranoid. Yoga is just helping me relax." But I knew better. Catching the affair. One night, while Jake was in the shower, a message popped up on his phone. "I can't wait for tomorrow's private session." It was from Mia, his yoga instructor. I felt my stomach drop. My hands were shaking as I scrolled through their texts, months of flirting, secret meetups, and worse. He even told her, "I feel more alive with you than I have in years." I wanted to scream, but instead I took screenshots of everything and sent them to myself. If Jake thought I was going to sit back and cry, he was dead wrong. I needed a plan. Playing the long game. Instead of confronting him right away, I did something unexpected. I joined his yoga studio. At first, Jake looked panicked when I showed up for class, but he couldn't say anything without exposing himself. And Mia, she had no idea who I was. I made sure to befriend her. I acted like the sweet, clueless wife, asking for extra tips, complimenting her technique, and even inviting her out for coffee. The more time I spent with her, the more I uncovered about their affair. Mia bragged about her mystery man, completely unaware that I was his wife. She shared how he'd complain about his boring marriage and how they'd sneak away for private sessions in the studio's back room. I acted shocked and excited, urging her to spill every detail, all while recording our conversations. The final straw? She admitted she was falling in love with him. That was all I needed. Sweet, sweet revenge. I planned everything for our anniversary dinner. I booked a fancy restaurant and even told Jake I had a special surprise for him. He looked smug, thinking I was planning something romantic. Little did he know I had invited Mia too. She arrived expecting a romantic dinner with him. Jake's face turned ghost white when he saw both of us sitting at the table. I smiled sweetly and said, "Mia, I wanted to finally meet the woman my husband has been sneaking around with. Since you love sharing everything, I thought it'd be fun to have dinner together." She was frozen in shock, but Jake tried to play dumb. That's when I pulled out my phone and hit play, letting her hear her own words about their affair. Her face went pale, and Jake begged me to stop. But I wasn't done yet. I took out divorce papers and slammed them on the table. "I'll be keeping the house, by the way, and since you spent thousands on yoga retreats with Mia, I'm making sure I get every penny back." Jake tried to argue, but I had more than enough evidence to ruin him in court. The aftermath. Jake lost everything. I got the house. I drained the joint bank account before he could. I even exposed him to his friends and family. And Mia? She dumped him immediately. Turns out she wasn't interested in dating a broke, divorced man. Now I'm happily single, enjoying my freedom, and, ironically, I still go to yoga. Because unlike Jake, I actually do it for myself.